Hello guys. It's been a minute, but I have been working on the ephemera because I just really at this point I'm trying to hurry up and get it done because I need to do my homework, but I don't want to do my, for whatever reason, homework till I'm done with this because I don't know, I just really want to finish it. Anyway, it's been so long I had to go back and look to see where I left off, and I left off at Rolodex tape. I mean Rolodex card or index card and tape, and I have her playing in the background. And so this is the finished project. I'm just gonna show you. Okay, this one goes this way, and I put paper on the back. This one goes this way, and this one goes this way, and yeah. So the rose thing in the background is the washi tape. This is the washi tape here, and this is the washi tape over here. Hopefully you can see. And all these are journaling cards. Okay. Yeah. This washi tape's coming off, so I'm gonna put some glue on it real quick before I put it away. There. So there's that, and that's the finished product for that. Let's see. Yeah, if you want to see really impressive stuff, go look at, like I said, 49 Dragonflies, Dephemerember, or Louise Heinzel's, and I'll just let you know it's what my version is. Alright, so the next thing would be Sparkle / book page, and so this was 49 my version of 49 Dragonflies. This is that Stickles that me and Veronica were talking about. That's basically, you know, like 2 or 3 times the price of glitter glue, but it just looks like glitter glue. Yeah. So and then this is also my version of 49 Dragonflies. She had 2, and her sparkle was the eye. Louise Heinzel had a freebie, like free printable, and so she made this on her thing, and then she made a copy of it, and so I just printed it out instead of trying to recreate what she had. And I just put like Stickles but glitter glue on where she had like gold foiled paint. It is cheating, but I was like I decided wherever, if they gave us a printable, wherever they gave us a printable, I would just print it and maybe embellish it, and that's going to be my version of theirs. So, and then my version of the Sparkle book page is, this is a book page, and the sparkle is in this washi tape. I don't know if you can see it, it's real thin all the way around. And then I also put some stickles on the side of this, and more washi tape. And I don't know if you can see this, but these are little coffee beans that I cut out of the washi tape to make it look cute, and vintage coffee thingy right here. And then I used the very thin washi tape to make it like lines, so it's a journaling card, so you can write on it. I'm kind of proud of this one. And then I just made another. My sparkle is again the washi tape, and then these are tuck spots, and I splattered with gold. This is washi tape, and that's washi tape also. Louise Heinzel, this is again another. She had a free printable. She had made watercolor ginkgo leaves, and there's 4 on a page, so she doubled them up, and then basically she did something like this. And so I, instead of trying to recreate her little ginkgo leaves, I just printed it out since it was free. Yeah, so she had note and date. This was 49 Dragonflies version, my version of hers. Hers was much more cooler. Hers was like a lot bigger, and she had like this fierce looking crow with this little girl whose face was so innocent, so the juxtaposition between those two was pretty cool. Also, her vintage picture illustrations of the animals are cool. Just everything looks cool. But this is the best I could do. She does look very unbothered, which I was like, that's funny to me. And then this is kind of, what is this? Oh, I should say, this was the wings / label. I don't know if I said that. So this is part of the wings / label, and this is wings. She actually had fabric autumn leaves, which looked gold autumn leaves, which looked cool, but I didn't have that. So this is like gift wrap paper. So, and then I like the idea of the kids and like this kind of note thing. So my version is these two kids who look completely like either unbothered, bored, or whatever. I love their face. But then I made the wings out of scrapbook paper, and his are silver. I put watercolor on his wings and then silver around there. And then hers are gold. Again, scrapbook paper I made wings out of. And then, so yeah. I'm just like, I wanted to make more, but I was like, no, you have so many other things to do. So that's what that is. And let's see, what I say was wings, that was 16. So 17 is fabric / ledger paper. They both had their own version of ledger paper. Like 49 Dragonflies actually have vintage ledger paper that she made a copy of, like you could print off for free from her thing. And then Louise Heinzel made like fake ledger paper, and she made that free as a printable too. So I did both of theirs, and then I thought I made enough, which I did, but I couldn't find one, so I had to do, so I ended up, what I ended up doing is making my own ledger paper too again, because I needed it, and then I found it after I was done. So this is my version of Louise Heinzel's ledger paper. I took it to work. I brought my own paper, but I took it to work because they have a printer big enough to make this. So anyway, this is Louise Heinzel version, my version of Louise Heinzel, I mean, which is pretty cool. Like, she made the paper and she had extra. I don't understand the fabric. I mean, we have to put fabric in there, but like I don't understand what a fabric would be doing in a notebook. Like, what would you do with it? Yeah, but she put a couple pieces of fabric in there, and so I was like, okay, I don't know what to do. I probably have to watch some videos on that. And then 49 Dragonflies, which I think is pretty cool, she pulled some of her old ephemera, older Dephemerember ephemera that were like pockets or holders, and she was making stuff to put in the stuff that she had already made. So this was from a previous thing, and her version of ledger paper and fabric was, this is my version of hers. This is what she made to put into this earlier fabric, earlier ephemera, I mean. And then again, we made this earlier, and she made this like fabric type thing. When you open it up, it's a book. She did put a magnet on here, but I don't have one slim enough just yet, so whenever I get that, then it'll keep it closed. And she also put a ledger paper in here with fabric on the corner as decoration. And I forget what she called this. It's like a fabric ribbon or something. She did that too. And I think those two were the only thing. And then this is my version of fabric ledger paper. So this is the ledger paper I made, and I just sewed around there. And this is a tag, a ribbon, and a doily. You write on that. Same thing, ribbon and a doily, and come around the back of that. And then I was real proud of this. It's a little book, ribbon, fabric, and then I sewed. Initially was gonna glue like these pages together so it'd be like a little book like this, but then I feel like it was a waste of real estate, because you could do, since it's junk journaling, you could do something right on here and do something in between. So I was like, cute. And that was that. Fabric ledger paper, and then snow / cigarette or tea card, which I didn't know what a cigarette or tea card was, but it seems pretty cool. Oh, this also goes with 49 Dragonflies. Oops. She we made something like this earlier, and then she made this to put in it. It's just decoration. And this was her freebie. Like, I printed off her freebie. I should have made more copies of that though. So let me put this. Okay, so these are my version. So Louise Heinzel actually had authentic cigarette cards. So she did one. I don't have any. That was flowers, and this is my version. I try to copy as much as possible. She had all these like little wool things, and like she had a ribbon with pom-poms on it, and so I didn't have any of that. And she had a ready-made envelopes from her like her husband's guitar picks or something like that. So then I had to make the envelopes too. This is from packaging paper, so I made that. But then she did make 3, and she had little trinkets that were real cute, but all I had was sequins. So anyway, this is my version, and the snow part would be the I don't know if you can tell, it's white paint that I splattered. So 49 Dragonflies also had authentical cigarette or tea cards, but she made hers out of scrapbook. She had really cool like scrapbook paper that it looks real cool. Mine, I try to get as close as possible, but it doesn't look as cool as hers. So this, and it's splattered with white paint, so that would be the snow. Like I said, she has really cool vintage looking illustrations, but I had to use real newer book pages to get a similar composition. But I thought this was really cute. I mean, junk journalers really hate shiny, but I was like, this is cute. I don't know how to unshine it. Like, obviously it's new, but whatever. So that's cute. And then this one, and this one. And then obviously you would write on the back. She had like 4 birds. Really cool illustrated birds. I apparently really liked that because I made a copy of the cigarette cards. However, these images are from, I don't know if you've heard of Free People magazine. It's a clothing thing, but it feels like it's like organic, like new age hippie type deal. However, like a pair of pants is $100, but it's, I was like, no, I will never. I think Pam ordered something from there, but their images are so cool, and so I did that, and I put modern day things. And then the snow is white splatter, which you can't see. But this is also an image from the catalog, and this, I think they're selling these too, so they're probably like $100 million, but that's fine. And that was it. And this, and this. And then these 2 were scrapbook papers. So that was, what was that? Oh, like I said, snow cigarette tea card. That's 18. 19 is stamp page tab. I had fun with that too. So 49 Dragonflies made like paper, fabric, sequin. So she like stacked them like this, and then she sewed it. And she said how you would use it is like, if this is the page, you would just either glue or sew it onto the page, and then this would be the tab. So it just really is a cool looking thing. But I was like, is this too bulky? It may or may not be, but, and she stamped images on it, because obviously that's part of the prompt. So I forget what her images were. Her images were, I think, cooler. But that, she had bling on some of hers. And then this one, this one, and she had different size, big, small. So this was again, 49 dragonflies. And then Louise Heinzel, she ripped up like a canvas bag and stamped on it. She had a really long stamp, and it was like collage type. I had to make up my own, and how she used hers was, she said you could put it top, side, or bottom, but you could either glue it or sew it. And something like this would be put to the side, and that would be your cloth page turner. So this, and she put buttons. Some she put, and she did splatter with gold too. So that, this, and this is Louise Heinzel's version. Now, apparently I really like that, so I made templates of 3 different kinds of tabs in 3 different sizes. But I only did the small and large. I think I left the medium one alone. And what I did was I just traced these on the paper that I was going to use. So this would be the tab part. And then I have 3 different sizes of these. And I think this is just like the regular tab. This would be what you put on the paper. And then, again, another regular tab type. Small, medium, and large. So I use these as templates, and mine are right here. Plants and birds. So if I was to use this one, you could put it like anywhere side, but I would put it either right here, like this. This one would be, oh, the same type. So these 3 are the same type. And this one could be this way. Okay. And then I actually, I'm getting confused. These, okay, so this would be this way. And then this would be, so like that. And then like this. Like if they were all on the page, it would be this way. So I made a bunch of these kind. But then I also made like this kind where you could either put it this way or you could put it this way and have the tab out. And I made it either with bling or not. The birds are on Japanese paper, like Japanese written paper. I think it was a language one. And then these kind are on music paper. But I was like, I thought I was pretty crafty in that this is actually the tab, but then I was like, I could still use this and just glue here and here, and this could be the tab, but it was like this. So yeah, I made a bunch of them apparently because I thought it was pretty cool. Or it was fun to make. Yeah, so birds and plants and feathers. And that was the stamp page tab. And then the next one was frost flower and number or sentiment. And frost flower, I think I mentioned this before, is snowflakes. And 49 Dragonflies is Austrian, and she calls them snow flowers. And Louise Heinzel is German, and she calls them frost flowers. And I was like, that is the cutest. It still is the cutest thing ever. So this is Louise Heinzel. She had like a die cut that made a bunch of different sizes of flowers. I actually had to do that by hand. And these little glitters, she had some kind of special craft, obviously crafting. I just used makeup. I was like, I don't have what she has, but I have makeup that does the same thing. So that's what these are. And then pearls in the center. Yeah, so this is my version of Louise Heinzel. This is 49 Dragonflies version of frost flowers. She made book page snowflakes and put it as background collage. And then she had a really cool bird. She always, again, always has birds. And for her numbers, she used postage stamps, and she used the full sheet. I don't have a bird that big, and this looked kind of stupid on a full sheet, so I just halved it, and this is my version of hers. And then, so what I did was I have a snowflake stamp that I cut out of vellum. This was actually a mistake, and then I fixed it. Used that as background, put some silver watercolor, and then I sewed numbers on it. And I can either use this as decoration or put paper on the back and use it, or pocket, or put paper on the back and use it as a journaling card. I don't know, I just like the way 2 and 10. And then I did the same kind of deal here. This book page I used as to wipe off the excess paint from my brush, which was blue, and then I stamped out snowflake shapes and put vellum on top. Stamped this with enjoy the little things, and then you could write in here. And then same type of deal, I used the book page vellum. This crackly paper is again collage fodder. I just was wiping my brush off on this paper and I like the way it looked. And then journal card. And then this one is leftover from the stamp. This is the snowflake or frost flower from the book page. Leftover paper that I stamped on. And book page that I had wiped my brush on, and vellum. So basically this is a pocket, but I like, that's pretty cool. So that was my version of Frost Flower Number Sentiment. And the sentiment is Beautiful Life from this one. Let's see, wax and tea bag label. Okay, they had, you know, the special wax, sealing wax that you craft with. I just used candle waxes. The big, like, Yankee Candle pine candle wax. And I don't have like the metal thing there where you make the imprint, so I just used a spoon. I have an old spoon with like a little flower imprint, and that's what we had to do. This is Louise Heinzel's version. She had a book page. This is the tea bag part. She made a label. She had a butterfly and trust your crazy ideas. So, and this wax right here, it smells like pine too. So that's a nice addition. So that's my version. And then this is my version of 49 Dragonflies. Here's her label. This actually was a stamp I made from a previous, I think. And then these little dots, she had, hers were perfectly like turquoise, and again she had that special wax, and but I was like, this was pretty cool because these colors matched this, and I was like, what, that's perfect. And then this kind of green from the pine candle, it also smells like pine. I mean, it's the same wax, so it should. But anyway, my version of Louise Heinzel, no, 49 Dragonflies. And then, so, this is my version of the wax tea bag label. Enjoy the little things. I put like Jade's green tea. I don't know. I just feel like that works. And then I made, as you see, the wax is not really sticking on it. I think because I put matte medium, so it made it not sticky before I put the wax. Kind of regretting that, but this is the pine wax, and that's my label on a book page, on a scrapbook page, and this will be your journaling card. I have to figure out, maybe I can put something over it because it's cracking, as you can see. And then I will, after this I'll probably stop the video, but I want to show, because I got excited about, oh, let me cross this off. I got excited about the next one, Mushroom and Circle, because I have some ideas. So this is Louise Heinzel's version. She had a die cut, a round die cut, and I forgot, I got this one at the thrift store, this shape. And these little mushrooms she made from her printable, which I, again, printed out. And so she made 4 of them, and this is my version of hers. I guess they're like, you put them on something as decoration or journaling cards. I'm not sure. And she embossed, which I embossed too. I didn't have the same embossing, but everything that's popped up in gold is the embosser. Oh, I did have fun with the embosser. I did a bunch of die cuts and embossing since I had it out on my Sizzix. So that's Louise Heinzel's version. I'm about to do 49 Dragonflies version on camera in the next video, because I think I came up with a couple pretty cool ideas. And so we are on 22, and then like 1, 2, 3, 3 more, and I'm done. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.